What's up, world? It's your host with the most, Jay Gamble, coming to you live, from the conversation with Jay Gamble. Uh, just a quick check-in. Probably won't get to do my typical live show tonight. Uh, a lot of touchy things going on as we speak. Have another person who's reached out, anticipating suicide. This was another single mom who went to school, and because she didn't know a part of the math, the response from the instructor kind of took her to a bad place. Tapped into a level of confidence, and she damn near committed suicide, y'all. I was just glad she was able to, call me and at least voice that so I could interject and, give her some different options and more or less get her some help. So as we speak, I'm going over to watch over her family, her children mainly, to make sure that they are well kept while she is going in recovery. Again, I'm all about the people. This is real life. Suicide is real. When you see the signs, do something, say something. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there was a guy, and his name is Vito Ligon Sr. My condolences go out to the family. I seen his cousin earlier on Facebook. She put the post up, and she had just sent a message to let him know that she loved him and that he can always reach out to her, and she will always be there, even if she can't give anything. And that message is so important. And the hurtful part for her is that he didn't get to read it. Don't wait till it's too late. And she didn't. She tried. But there are a lot of us who see the signs and we ignore them until something happens. And this young man hung himself. And it's really, really close because he was found on a prominent street, actually a neighborhood that I'm from, the east side Mount Vernon Avenue, which was known for housing blacks back in the days where, in the early 1900s, and making, successful businesses. Then later grew into being known for the crime rate, but yet still the history of it has been so great. And then today we have to say goodbye to a young man who decided to take his life because things were just getting a little too thick for him. So when you see people, if you think something is wrong, reach out to them, take time, have a conversation, give them a hug, show them some love. It's not all about the money, but it is about the time and the attention. And just switching off, I want to get into this whole thing about missing kids, y'all. Listen, it's becoming so normal. It's like having sex. And I hate to compare the two, but you know what I mean. It's something that just becoming so normal. People think it's natural, and we're overlooking it. And we gotta reach out. We still got the city activist who still hasn't been returned home or been found, but they found her car parked next to the Scioto River with her purse inside of it. My hearts go out to her family still, and I'm hoping for a great reunion, a peaceful and happy reunion with her. Seeing earlier today, there was a Kiera Lynn Miller, been missing since January 23rd, 2019, Pickerington. Jamie Bowen, it's been some years. She's a Caucasian young female who's also been missing. And there's also been reports, if you see a suspicious red van in the up north area, mainly around the Northern Lights area, it's been said that they are human traffickers in attempting to pick people up. There's also been a white van that has been located and spotted trying to pick up a group of young girls walking to school in the morning over there in the Milwaukee Avenue area. So if you see something, say something, man, because it's getting worse, y'all. They taking our kids, they taking them off the streets, on their regular travel routes. So this is where we got to get back to that block watch. We got to get back to that, supporting other kids, even if it's not yours, because, man, one day it could be yours. It could be one of ours. And you don't want to wait until that time to expect everybody else to take diligent action, or if it's a relative or somebody near and dear to you. So we got to reach out. we got to pay attention and we got to take these things more serious, okay? Um, the Pope today came out with a story about the nuns being used as sex slaves. I wonder why we haven't heard a big hoopla about that. But R. Kelly got a whole documentary and a whole series and a whole slanderous campaign, against what a lot of us already knew of, and the powers that be pretty much allowed him to continue. Yet here we have someone in the highest religious standard allowing things like this to go on in his ministry, and I just think it needs to be paid attention to a little bit more. All right, and before I go, I want to send a super large, big shout out to the great artist, the great man, now becoming a greater leader for us all. Jay-Z. Of course, that may seem a little shock to a lot of people, but at the same time, it shouldn't be, because he's always been in the light of supporting people, going beyond measures, going beyond the typical. And in this instance, as you know, 21 Savage has been pursued to be detained and taken back over to his natural country of the UK, after making so much money here, so much music, and now being taken away from his kids. He's facing this, and Jay-Z has took it upon himself to come out and reach out for 21 Savage, and has got him a lawyer. His quote saying, "In addition to being a successful recording artist, Savage deserves to be reunited with his children immediately. The arrest was an absolute travesty." And I agree. His visa application has been pending for about 4 years. That's not his fault. He's done the right things, and he hasn't been sneaky about it. He's been here making money on U.S. soil, making U.S. dollars. So someone looked the other way and allowed this, and for some reason now they want to deport him and take him from his family. I think that's a little two-faced. I think that's a little scandalous. So shout out to the homie Jay-Z for taking time and taking the consideration out of, into someone else's life and extending them, a lawyer who was possibly able to, help reverse the situation. Because as it stands, the law says a person only charged as a visa overstay, which is what 21 Savage's alleged charge is a visa overstay, meaning he stayed here longer than allowed while his visa application was pending. It says a person only charged as visa overstay is bond eligible. 21 Savage should be released immediately. Also got J. Cole reaching out in support, and even got the Georgia representative Henry C. Johnson, who shared his letter to ICE on Twitter in support of 21 Savage. And this is a beautiful thing, because it just shows how the hip-hop community, the music community, the independent entrepreneur community, and as well as the black community can, mount together and support each other and reach out and extend some resources that others don't have, man, because that's how a lot of other cultures progress. When they see one of their fellow kinds down or unable, they always lend a helping hand and, try to give them that notch up that they need just to get over the hump a little bit. So let's embrace that a little bit more. And let's look forward to this Shots Fired Battlegrounds event coming up this weekend, February the 9th. Then we got the great Mr. Dwight Hughes, doing the boxing legends of the city, coming here February the 16th. Going to have Buster Douglas and a bunch of other great legends of the city who have made a lot of noise on several different platforms, with professional boxing, semi-pro boxing, training, recreation centers, city advocacy, youth advocacy. It's just going to be really beautiful. So I just wanted to come and holler at y'all real quick. I'm getting ready to go to the other side of town and overlook this family of these young ones while this mother goes through her recovery treatment on suicide watch. It's not always pretty, y'all, but every day that we wake up, it can be beautiful. So, again, do it like you believe it, and they'll believe you. Love yourself. Peace, love, and progress. Jay Gamble, the host with the most, man, a conversation. Y'all check me out, IG Talk to Him 82. Check me out right here on Facebook, Open Table. Now I have the Twitter up, the conversation with Jay Gamble. Y'all can check me out anywhere. Email me. If you call me, if you got the number. Until then, until the next episode, I got nothing but love and respect and best wishes and the greatest intentions for everybody out here. If you need any help, if you're going through anything, you just want a conversation, it don't have to be on record, it don't have to be on live. I'll call you, I'll come to you. You can come to me, sit down, chill out for a minute, get some peace, get some solitude, get some relaxation, and let's prepare to face whatever you're dealing with so we can have you here another day, because we need you all. We need you all. And everybody needs you. So I'm going to leave y'all with that and hope everything goes for the best for the remainder of this evening. God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care, and I'm out.